Welcome to this week's edition of Coach's Corner, presented by Truist. Hello, everyone. This is Jay Colley with us, Mike London, the head football coach at William & Mary. And, Coach, first of all, a great victory on the road this past weekend over FBS Charlotte, 41-24. Congrats, Coach.
Thanks, Jay. It was a great game, great opportunity, great atmosphere. Our fans that traveled well. We heard them. They were significant, particularly in the fourth quarter when we really picked up our play. And it was just one of those things that you're very, very proud of the players, the coaches for putting a game plan together that allowed us to use our skill, allowed us to play several players, and have a win against an FBS opponent.
We think we're speaking with the only coach in the history of NCAA football that has taken three different FCS schools to a victory over an FBS opponent. Congratulations on that. But my question to you is, they claim that the most biggest improvement sometimes in a football team is from week 1 to week 2. So how can the Tribe improve?
You talk about schemes and things like that, play calling, would you take something back or not, or even the substitution patterns. There was a point in the game that they kind of got us on our heels, and perhaps it took a timeout right there when they got on the goal line right there. Even though time was running, they had no timeouts left. You go back, you talk about the communication from the box to coaches on the sideline, from players following the play caller just in case he wanted to put another personnel group in. So you go back and you look at those things and you correct those things, and hopefully going into the second game, you smooth those things out, and it's easier to collaborate and communicate and get the job done.
Coach, you mentioned that second game. It's the Campbell Camels coming in this weekend, Saturday night at Zabel Stadium. Tell us about the Camels.
Yeah, Coach Benner's done a great job with putting his team together. Last year I think they were 3-7 in their conference, but this year their recruiting class was number 1 in FCS. They benefited from having transfer portals. There's like 14-plus guys that are coming into the program that are new, and he's made the comment that this is probably the best team that he's had since he's been there. So obviously there's an influx or an infusion of high-caliber talent. They're big. They'll probably be the biggest team that will play this year. They're very athletic, and so we'll see. And they beat the Citadel. They played the Citadel this past week as well. So both of us have a game, under our belts. We get a chance to watch them, and they watched us, and now we'll meet on 6 o'clock on Saturday.
And a first chance for Tribe fans to get out to Zabel Stadium and support this team, featuring, by the way, the reigning CAA Offensive Player of the Week, and Darius Wilson, and a couple of guys on that defensive front line that played awfully well for you this past Saturday in John Pius and obviously Nate Lynn.
Yeah, John did a great job, particularly he and Nate at the end, fourth quarter, putting pressure on the quarterback. The last few possessions they had. So put the game planning part together, and then let's go.
A special invitation. Go to tribeathletic.com for all your ticket information. That's another edition of Coach's Corner presented by Truist.